me show you the editor, how it works one more time. There's a video on the net about that, so I wish you guys watch it at least. I really appreciate that. If you can't create art that works in a level editor, you guys, you won't get in the industry. It's that simple. Digital art and video game digital art, it's totally different, as you can see now. All right, so that's the reason I make you put it in the level editor. Okay. There will be no grading of anyone if it's not in the level editor, because in the industry you will not be able to get a job if you can't have your art put in the level editor and can be coded after that. If you cannot go in the level editor, the art cannot be coded. The solution of putting one big picture for everything does not work in video games. Why? Because of multiple things. First of all, the pictures are too big to actually let the hardware and software display it, so it doesn't work. Second of all, you cannot have any interaction, real interaction, or any coding allowed with one big pictures, or parallax, or parallelism. Okay, you guys? So because of that, you have to have tiles. That's why I teach you guys to create tiles. Okay, we create tiles that we repeat over and over on the level, so we have a full level big with just a few tiles. Then to actually, that's what you did this week, okay, in week 2. Now in week 3 you're supposed to make decals to make those tiles, you know, the playfield, I mean, to make the background looks even better. Those are more tiles again. All right, and then the next week after that, you're gonna get decals to try to hide the repetition of those tiles. So let's go to the level editor first. The first thing first, you need to put images. That's your level editor folder. The exe file right here, and that's the image folder right here. Double click on that, that's where your image are. Okay, you can just drop your image like that, or you can make folder for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a couple folder. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put playfield, for example. That's where I'll put my playfield tiles. Okay, I'm gonna put houses in my background. I'm with houses on mine because I have houses like that. Okay, you guys, and I'll put a background. This is the top view. This one, a different setup, so you guys understand if you do something else. Okay. Now those files right here, I'm gonna put them inside those folders. All right. So all the playfield right here, I'm gonna take them and put them in the playfield right there. All right. Now I got the houses right there, and got the playfield complete right here. If I want to look at it, that's for the water. For now, I'll put in the background. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that. Let me close that. Go back to the level editor right here. I'm double click on it. And open the level editor. As you can see, my pictures are right there. Oh, awesome. All right, I can see them using the preview thing. All right, you guys. And I'd like you to cut it even more than that gentleman. These tiles are a little big for me. Like the shadow and stuff could be put on the tile by itself, so it can be reused other way. Okay, but I want to change the size. Let's say I want to make it 12 tiles. All right, of HD. So I go in my calculator and I do 12 tiles in HD. That's 1280 wide. Okay, multiply by 1280. And I got 1536,360. So I select my level right here. It says crab shooter. Okay, let me get back my calculator. Put it somewhere right here. It says crab shooter. You're gonna put your name. Let's put game 343. 243. Sorry, 243 right here. Level. You're gonna put 15,360. The height is the same because it's a linear side scroller on that one. And you're gonna make sure it's selected and you click on apply. As you can see, oh, it applied it. Now that's the name. It is crucial that you actually save that level right away or as fast as possible anyway, so it doesn't crash. Now you go to your level editor right here. You have to save it in the level editor where the exe file is, and you call it your name, game 243, and you save that. Okay, as you can see now, the playfield is huge. This is your playfield that has changed. All right, what we're going to do now is put a bunch of stuff. So we are going to create a couple layers. All right, the first one will be the one that is the farthest away. So we put one layer right here, 2, 3 layer for that case. Back layer, the property right here, we put background. And we apply that. See how it changes. And then we'll call that, we're going to call those playfield. And apply that. Oh, it changes too. And we're going to change that one right here. And we're going to call that houses. And we're going to apply that too. And it changes. Now you're ready to rock and roll. Okay? Again, for people that ask me that, you cannot change size of object in the level editor. This is not the place to do that. There's a couple level editor in 3D especially that do that, but it's very rare and they are very expensive. Most of the level editor won't let you rescale your thing. Okay? So you need to get used to that. That's why, one of the reasons we create Power of 2. Everything is to be redone in Photoshop, basically, or on your editing software. Now, the first thing to do is to put the background, which is the yellow, all right here. And we are going to right-click and say Add to Layer, and we're going to refresh that to make sure we get the proper naming showing. So right here, Add to Layer, and we're going to go to Background right here. And right away, we can see our background tile. That's the water. Perfect. And it's right here. Now, add a couple playfield now. And actually, that level is not side scroller, sorry, but up. So, hey, let's redo that. That's even better. Let me access those information right here. So, the background in reality, that's the inverse, like that. So, we do 720 by 12 in that case. 720 by 12, 86, 40. And 1280 right here, and you click apply. Okay, and now we can grab, for example, I think we'll need more than that actually. Let's do a 1240. Let's do, so we can have more space. 1280 by 2. No, oops, sorry. Multiply. 1280 multiply by 2. 2560, so we get some more space. And we apply that. Okay? Now we can import, for example, a playfield. Grab one of the playfield, right-click, and add to playfield right here. And up, we have a playfield. We can grab that playfield and move it wherever we want. All right, to the end, if we want or not. Okay? As you can see, we go up quite a bit, so we should move our tile down. Make sure we are the smallest possible. And we move our tile to the bottom. Okay, make sure we have the grid showing. And we can do bigger than that on that one for now. Maybe once went, okay. Now we go up again, grab that other tile on the playfield and move it down. And that's why we do powers of 2. You guys, as you can see, because it snaps perfectly. Now I can snap it right here. You know what I'm saying? And you keep going like that, tiling your stuff one after the other. You take another playfield, for example, right-click it and add it to the playfield stuff. And you go get it, and you select it, and you bring it down. And I know it takes a while. Well, hey, you know, guys, but that's the only way to make it happen. All right, you guys? And sometimes it doesn't, you know, that's why you get a power of 2. That one is not a power of 2. So that's from one of my students. He didn't do it fully the proper way. It's not always a big deal with 2D. With 3D, it is a big deal because it won't be displayed at all. It's 2D, you can still get away with it. Okay, you just don't snap at that point. Okay, so now the very most important, you save your level. Okay, right there. Okay, so now you're done with that. You go back to where you put your level. All right, right here.